How about a Coppola quick facts?
This film featured cameos from Grant Morrison and Bokeem Woodbine, which are just kind of random.
I saw that too.
When Woodbine shows up, you're like, wait a minute, why'd they get like
I was like, hey, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is him. Why?
Morrison was the writer of Happy, which is a show that Brian Taylor has been working on. Well, did work on. I think they did a season or two of it, which was adapted for television by Brian Taylor. Also featured Joseph D. Reitman as a school teacher in the beginning of the film, which Nigel called like fat Jonathan Davis or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do it in my breakdown.
He also played a bad Santa Claus in that Happy show, which I don't feel the need to ever watch that. But Brian Taylor TV show, like, oh yeah, let's just drag out the Brian Taylor. Let's watch 20 hours of Brian Taylor created stuff. Nicolas Cage said, shockingly, this is his favorite movie that he had made in 10 years. So 2017, let's think about the notable films that he made during that 10-year period. So we got Book of Secrets, not a great movie. Bangkok Dangerous, not a great movie. Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, which is okay. It's an okay movie. Season of the Witch. Yeah. Joe, though. And The Trust. Joe and The Trust were both in that period. So, like, Cage had said that Joe was the closest to him in real life at that point, and he liked this movie better than that. Maybe it's just because this was funner.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine.
Yeah. I think he had more fun doing this role.
Joe's not a feel-good character doing
Neither
Habit.
is The Trust.
Yeah,
those are two movies that are not feel-good movies.
The Trust is fun.
I feel like he had fun with The Trust.
The Trust is fun.
Yeah.
He also made some movies I don't understand how he can say are not as good as this movie, such as Dying of the Light, Dog Eat Dog, Arsenal, Stolen. I mean, these are fucking masterpieces, dude.
Yeah, how did he not have more fun on Dog Eat Dog than this one, dude?
Yeah, he's just making out with that poor woman against her will. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, I get it. All right, I get it. But Bad Lieutenant should have been a fun movie for him, and The Trust and Joe. Those are three pretty decent movies in that period of time.
I think I could see for him his argument would be, well, those characters were dark characters. Yeah. So mentally,
and it was probably
a character who kills his own children.
Yeah, but it was probably still a lot of fun to make this movie.
I'm sure.
He tries to kill them.
Horror movies are probably pretty fun.
Spoilers, yeah.
It must have been a lot of fun for him to do this role. I mean, he seemed like he was having a great time, maybe to the detriment of the film a little bit, but he really seemed like he was having a blast.
Maybe to the detriment of the film.
Tara Brady of the Irish Times gave this movie a 4 out of 5 stars, writing, "Think back on the most unhinged screen moments of Cage's career. Multiply all these scenes together and you still can't match the awesome lunacy of Nick Cage killing a pool table in the delightfully delirious Mom and Dad."
I feel like she hasn't seen as many Cage movies as we have.
She probably hasn't quite had the sample size that we've had, but
yeah.
This movie definitely has some of my favorite Cagey moments, especially for season 3 so far. Wow, there's some masterful Cage performances in this. John Waters also named this film among his top 10 favorites released in 2018.
Interesting.
Which that tracks.
Yeah. It's also a very specific list.
Yes, John Waters' top 10.
Top 10 favorites from 2018.
Yeah. It shares a title with a 1945 film called Mom and Dad that Waters has previously cited as having a huge impact on the aesthetics and on his career trajectory. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's the fact that it's gross and,
Yeah.
Maybe he expected the little kid to eat that dead animal, and it's like, oh, this would be awesome.
That's what he would have done.
That's what he would have done.
Yeah. It was his movie.
Scoop up some shit and eat it.